We have made it. We're in Module 15 now, which is the final module of Consumer Problems in Clothing for this semester. So we're going to wrap up this module with some of our most recent concerns and pieces that we see in the news right now. In Module 15, we're identifying and discussing current issues that are facing consumers and the fashion industry. These issues, and I say that with quotes, aren't all bad. Some are good as a response to problems that we've seen. I want you to connect all the way back to our very first unit on the fashion cycle. Think about those long and short runs. Think about this now in terms of fast fashion that we're seeing in the news. Think about environmentalists, the environment, and how fashion impacts so many areas. In this module, we're going to identify some of these and then actually think through what are some things we can really do. So there are several assigned videos for your readings this semester. There are 2 pieces that you're going to do for your final project and your final in the class. And first, that reflection, if you are still working to get those 10 reflections done for this semester. So this will show you a few things that you've got in your module, just to kind of pull it all together in one place. These are several articles and current issues that I've picked up over the course of several years. So there are some that are more relevant to us currently, some that are just like, I can't even believe that these have happened. Some of them that are like, hey, this is actually a good thing when it comes to us creating tennis shoes that someone can put on that may need an adaptive assistant advice to do that. So lots of articles, lots of current issues. You are going to be looking at these and then also watching several of these videos. This one is going to sorry, there we go. Some of those are going to be about Shein, AliExpress, and the toxic chemicals that we see in our clothing. In other countries, these are not allowed, but in the United States, we still allow a lot of this. So I hope this will be eye-opening. I know that it's a little lengthy. Put it on, go walk outside, get some fresh air or something like that. The next 2 are going to be TED Talks. This first one is called The Wardrobe to Die For, and then the second one is called The High Cost of Cheap Fashion. And so I encourage you to look at those videos and really think about some of the stuff they're saying. This is one of the current news topics that I plugged in here. This is when First Lady Jill Biden was turning heads on a flight back from the White House, or a flight back to the White House. There was some mixed reaction that she received after she wore this outfit. Think about it. Whenever I've mentioned, color translates things. What about our outfits? Do they actually say things that maybe we're not intentionally meaning? What do you think? Some of these are saying, hey, this is great. Some of these people on Twitter said, it might look expensive, but she looks trashy. What do you think about this? This is kind of an interesting thing. If you or I wore this, people probably wouldn't have a lot to say about it. But being the First Lady of the U.S., that brings some attention to you. So just one little one that I plugged in there. This is a link. If you click on this one, looking at sustainability in clothing, this is a link talking about Kate Middleton and her classic silhouette that she is wearing, also looking at colors. And so click on those and kind of look through that. Many of you may have heard about Balenciaga. They have been in the news over the last year. I've linked several articles about that. People Magazine has a really good timeline. I know it's not as reputable of a source, but the timeline in there that they have is really good. So lots of fashion companies in the news. So with that, you are going to review those videos, look at all of the information that is being shared, and then you are going to pick an article of the ones that were given. Think about what is the article that you read. Then I want you to go and find your own article, and that's what your current final issue is going to be about. Think about, is there something that is an issue in that article? Could be good, could be bad. What can you do to spread awareness or possibly change this? Do you think that people are even aware that this is happening? Many times during this part of the final, most students are very shocked and surprised to see some of the stuff that's gone through and actually made it through to consumers, things that are just so highly inappropriate. So you'll post your article and some of the things that you feel were important on the discussion board. You'll have to post before you can respond to someone else, and then you'll respond to someone else about their article as well. And so I want you to really think about all of our units. Why is this important? And how do clothing pieces really in the fashion industry really impact us as consumers and just our overall life? So I hope you'll really dig in and find something interesting to you. I hope you'll enjoy this, and this will be your final for the class. So just make sure that you respond to a classmate, that you complete the Unit 4 reflections if you need to, that you fill out the course evaluation if you have anything constructive or things that you thought were great or things that you'd like to see changed. Check your total points, and then I hope that you have a great rest of your summer. If there is anything else you need about Module 15, please reach out and let me know. I look forward to reading your final discussion post. Thank you so much.